The 5-number summary and box plots, Module 2, Part 5. Our objectives in this module are to compute the 5-number summary and to draw and interpret box plots, which are another way to summarize data in graphical form. The 5-number summary consists of the 5 numbers, the minimum data point, the first quartile, the median, which is also the second quartile, the third quartile, and the maximum data value. Every 6 months, the United States Federal Reserve Board conducts a survey of credit card plans in the U.S. The following data are the interest rates charged by 10 credit card issuers randomly selected for the July 2005 survey. Determine the 5-number summary of the data. First, we write the data in ascending order because we need to find the median and the first and the third quartiles. Since there is an even number of data, we know that the median will be found by averaging the two middle data points, numbers 5 and 6 in our list. So 13.3 and 13.9 divided by 2 give us a median or second quartile value of 13.6. Then to find the first quartile, we find the median of the lower half of the data. Since there's an odd number, that's easy enough. It's simply the middle value, which will be the third value over. To find the third quartile, we find the middle value of the upper half of the data. And again, there's an odd number, 5 data points, so it will be the middle, which is 14.4. So the smallest number is 6.5, the largest number is 14.5, the first quartile number is 12.0, the second quartile is 13.6, and the third quartile is 14.4. Therefore, our 5-number summary is 6.5, 12.0, 13.6, 14.4, and 14.5. Now we want to draw and interpret box plots. A box plot is a graph that gives a visualization of that 5-number summary that consists of your minimum value, your first quartile value, your median, your third quartile value, and your maximum value. Box plots are sometimes called box and whisker plots because of these lines that extend out to your minimum and maximum values that make it look like it has whiskers. Steps for creating a box plot. The first thing you do is draw a number line that's long enough to include all of the numbers in your 5-number summary. Then you're going to draw vertical lines above the number line at the first quartile, the median, and the third quartile. So you're essentially going to draw a rectangle that includes those values with the median in the middle. Then you're going to draw a horizontal line from the first quartile to the smallest data value, and from the third quartile to the largest data value. Those horizontal lines are called the whiskers. So let's draw a box plot for our 5-number summary we just found. Step 1, draw a number line long enough to include all of the numbers in your 5-number summary. So my number line has to include 6.5 all the way up to 14.5. Then I'm going to draw vertical lines above the number line at the first quartile, which was 12. And I don't draw very straight freehand. And the median, which was 13.6. And the third quartile, which was 14.4. Somewhere around in here. So we're essentially making a rectangle that starts at the first quartile, ends at the third quartile, and has the median marked in between. Then we're going to draw a horizontal line from the first quartile out to the minimum data value. The minimum data value was 6.5, so it would be out here. So we'll have this whisker. And then the largest data value was 14.5. So it will be out here. And of course, if you use software to construct your plot, It looks a lot neater. Some authors include outliers in a box plot using an asterisk. The lowest value in the credit card data set is far enough away from the other values to be considered an outlier. You notice this long whisker out here on the left. This could be indicated by an asterisk, which I've done in the following plot. So here's my 6.5, and now I've made 9.9 the smallest data value. Box plots are also sometimes called box and whisker plots, and they can be drawn horizontally or vertically. You can enter your own data and create box plots at either of the two links below if you'd like to experiment with some box plots of your own. At the Schroeder site, you can put in your data, or if you use this drop-down menu, there is some data already entered there that you can look at the data and it'll automatically draw the plots for you. You'll notice that you enter your data in this box below. And you'll also notice that there's a checkbox here where you can uncover outliers. So if you suspect your data has outliers, if you click that box, then it will put an asterisk for the outlier and shorten the whisker to the next smallest data value. The other website, you can put your data in more like a spreadsheet format over here. You have your 5-number summary, and it will also draw a histogram if you click on that. It also tells you the number of data that you entered, what the mean is, and what the standard deviation is. Objective 3. Use a box plot and quartiles to describe the shape of a distribution. And by the way, the password for this module's assessment is box, all lowercase. So here's some skewed data. If you'll recall, we looked at histograms previously and said if the tail of the data was on the right, the data was said to be skewed right. If you look at that same data represented with a box plot below, you can see the tail or the whisker is longer on the right when the data is skewed right. This data is symmetric or bell-shaped, so the whiskers are the same length. And this data is skewed left. And again, we have the histogram that we looked at in a previous lesson, and this is what that same data looks like with a 5-number summary, and you can see the longer whisker on the left. So this data is skewed left. Now complete the Module 2 Part 5 Assessment of Learning. The password appeared in a previous slide in this presentation.